Hi everyone, welcome to ID Creatures. In this tutorial we're going to continue on from the previous one using the line sketch and adding a little bit of color. So I've just picked up a blue Copic marker here, and first thing I like to do is outline the shape so I don't color outside the lines. And then I'm going to start to fill it in a bit. Here I'm trying to leave some white parts for the bumps, but with such a fat marker, it's kind of hard. So there's one or two white spots, but you can't really see them. And there's that. Doing the rest of the blue part, I like to keep some white parts there to show a little bit of highlight. And now outlining another blue part. It takes some practice before you can control the marker so that you're not going outside the lines, but outlining the shape you want to fill in definitely helps. So here you can see me again filling in the vast majority of the shape with blue, leaving some highlights. You can see I've gone a little bit out of the lines there, but since this is just a rough sketch, I'm not going to bother or fuss too much about it. Filling in that back bit with blue as well. Now I'm just redoing some of the lines because they sometimes get lost in the marker. So I'm just thickening in lines up here, adding a bit of shading here and there, showing a bit of texture with some hatching. Alright, so now I'm going to use a warm gray to do the other color of the body. I'm just filling in the shaded parts with the darker warm gray. Because of the paper type, which is just regular printer paper for this rough sketch, the marker doesn't really fill as well as I would like it to. You can see that it leaves strokes and splotches here and there, but that's okay for now. And maybe in future videos we'll use some nicer paper and try and get a better shade in there. Now I'm getting a lighter warm gray just to fill in the blank parts in there. I'm just trying to give this middle part a bit of form with this marker. Right now it seems a little flat. And then you can see the marker really isn't sitting that well on the paper. I'm just going to outline the background a bit to make it pop, but I'm not going to fill it in because if I filled it in with blue, it would look confusing because it would blend into the object too much. Now I've taken this black fine liner marker and just kind of going around the outside of the object to make sure that the outline is still defined. You can see me going over the bumps here to show that it sticks out. Now this pen's a little bit thicker than the ballpoint pen, so it really brings out the lines a bit more. See here you can see me defining the form again with the marker. It really helps to make the object outlines come back out after you've covered it in marker, because the ballpoint pen tends to bleed with the marker sometimes and blend into it a little too much, so the lines sometimes get lost. So just bring it back out a little bit with the marker. Adding some more details of the ballpoint pen. Adding a contour line there again to show the form. Now this is a really rough sketch, and you wouldn't necessarily put this much effort into it, but since this is a tutorial, I'm going to try and make it look as best as I can. So I'm just outlining the shadow with a really dark warm gray. Generally, you shouldn't mix warm and cool grays in marker rendering. It sometimes just looks horrible. So if you're using warm gray, keep going with warm gray. Again, going back in with the marker to bring out things that need refining and pushing forward. And there you go, our colored sketch of a men's deodorant or body wash bottle.